What is going on, guys? Chris from Most Wanted here. Now, bear with me. This is the first time I'm ever recording from my computer. As most of you know, if you follow my channel, I usually stream straight from my console. So, going to be bringing you some Smite gameplay. But this time, we're not playing Smite on console. We're playing Smite Tactics. If you don't know what Smite Tactics is, it is basically a turn-based strategy game that revolves around the world of Smite. Now, mostly, if you're watching my channel, all you see is Smite. So you don't see that, but I actually very much enjoy strategy games. So what I figured I was going to do, since I was at work today, and I was waiting to get my Smite Tactics alpha code, and I couldn't get one and I was mad, was I was just trying to look up some gameplay, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to kind of research, get myself ready to play Smite Tactics, and then I realized there is not a single place on the internet right now that gives me a breakdown of the cards and what they do. Like, I can't look up, like, the God card. I'm like, oh, well, I want to, here, let me see, like, what Odin does. Can't find it. It's nowhere. Smite Wikipedia, Smite Tactics Wikipedia, Reddit, Google, YouTube. It's not there. So, you know what? I said I'm going to make a video. So, I'm going to make a video. I'm going to go through all of the cards with you guys. So, if you are like me and you were just this isn't going to be gameplay on this video. There will be gameplay to come. But on this video, we're going to go into Deck Builder. Now, granted, you cannot access this unless you have an alpha code. So you gotta follow Smite Tactics, Scott Gandhi, you know, all those people. But anyway, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to break down these cards and what they do. None of this is finalized. Some of the art isn't finalized. Some of the titles aren't finalized, so bear with me. I'm just still going to give you a brief idea of how the cards work, how they work in the game. And then you can check out future videos for strategies and all that, but I very much enjoy strategy games. If there's any strength in my gaming prowess, it is in the strategy portion of it. Maybe not all the time the hand-eye coordination and the skill shots and all that, but so it looks here like we have 4 pantheons. It looks like we can't choose Chinese yet, but we got Egyptian, Greek, Norse. What was that? Okay, neutral. Those are just cards. So what we're going to do, we're going to go through all of the cards here right quick. Not going to get into them too much. We'll give you an idea. So right here, we have Ra. He's a leader. The point of Smite Tactics, if you don't know this already, is to defeat the other team's leader. So a leader, as you can tell, on the bottom left of the screen here with the little combat symbol, is a 1. The 1 is how much attack damage that character can do. Okay, and granted, cut me some slack because I don't officially know a lot about this. I think it just came out yesterday, so bear with me. 18 is the amount of defense / hit points your character has. So, for instance, if I'm Ra and I attack somebody, another Ra, I take 1 health point away from him, bringing him down to 17. Now, there is situations where, you know, like you attack somebody, they attack you back per turn, but that's not what this video is about. This video is just about the god and what they do, and the cards, and the minions, and all that. So, leader ability, Ra, 1 attack damage, 18 hit points. He's a leader with a ranged ability. Spend 2 mana to restore 1 health to all friendlies in a target area. Pretty self-explanatory. So, we'll move on. Dying Wish. Kill a friendly god or minion and draw cards equal to its attack. So you kill a friendly god or minion, so you know you spawn in this strategy, you would spawn a not strong minion, you kill it, and then, you know, oh, well, actually, if you kill like a level 4 god or creature, you can draw 4 cards. So it's pretty interesting. Next one. That just has temp art on it here. No art, no title yet, but your leader cannot drop below 1 health until the start of your next turn. So if you're about to lose and you draw this, or you lay down this card, you get at least 1 more turn. Emperor's Health. Give your leader plus 4 health. Pretty self-explanatory. Ra's at 18. Play that card, he goes up to 22. Pretty self-explanatory. Emperor's Power. Give your leader plus 1 attack permanently. So, obviously, again, 1 permanently, which means I am now going to be doing 2 damage for the rest of the match until I lose or win. Probably win, but you never know. Magma Slam, and granted, I am under the Egyptian Pantheon, so this is the Egyptian deck, so these are the cards that would be available to me when drawing cards, if that makes sense. So these are the cards that are only available to the Egyptian Pantheon as far as I'm aware. Magma Slam, deal 3 damage to an enemy, god, or minion. And what I should mention in that, from what I'm aware of, is visible god or minion. So if they're like stealthed in the bushes, grass, whatever you want to call it, you can't use those type of cards on those creatures. Pretty sure. Sacrifice. Send a friendly god to the grave. It doesn't say minion, so it does have to be a god. Send a friendly god to the grave and deal damage equal to his health to a random enemy god or minion. So you got something that has a lot of health. Sacrifice that. Do 5, 6, whatever damage. Could be useful. Sobek. So now you get into gods. You have a leader, and now you have gods that support the leader in trying to defeat the other leader, if that makes sense. So, ability. Sorry, hold on, sorry. He has 1 attack, 3 defense, and as far as I'm aware, the top left corner means, I say that a lot, as far as I'm aware. Or I just completely mix up the words there, and I say it different, just to fool you. Top left corner is the amount of mana it costs to play the card and or use an ability. Not sure which yet. So ability. Charges forward and throws an enemy up to 3 tiles behind him. Deals 1 damage to them. So pretty much like a Sobek pluck. Dash into an enemy. You can throw him away from your leader, towards your leader, whatever you want to do. Strategies to follow. Press over here. And alright, still in the Egyptian Pantheon. So, yeah, because the farther you get down, the more mana you need to cast it, because the better the cards are. So yes, top left is mana. Appeasement. Kill a friendly god or minion and reduce the costs of your cards in hand by 2. So basically you sacrifice a god or a minion, and you reduce the mana cost of the cards in your hand by 2. Could be pretty useful. Especially at the beginning of a fight, I'd imagine. We'll go straight down. Ward. Draw 2 cards. Self-explanatory. Bastet. Ability. Spawn 3 1/1. So 1 attack, 1 defense cats with charge. Don't know what charge does yet. I'm sure we'll get to that. 2 attack, 3 defense. On her. 4 mana to cast him. 3 attack, 3 defense. He's a ranged character. Deals 3 damage to enemy unit and knocks them back up to 2 tiles. So kind of like his, his javelin there. Meditation, restore 2 health to all friendlies in a target area. 3 mana. 4 mana Cataclysm, stun all enemies in a target area. I'm assuming stun means they can't attack for 1 full turn. That's what I would assume. Scarab's Blessing, 3 mana. If this unit dies by the start of your next turn, bring it back to life with 2 health. Kind of like Kepri's ult. Execute, 4 mana. Kill an enemy god or minion. Just straight out kill it. It's pretty solid. I don't know what these 2... I'm assuming that means how many I have. How many cards I have. Okay. Alright. 4 mana. Last Breath. Poison up to 2 random enemies for lethal damage at the end of their turn. Lethal damage. Does that mean they're completely dead? Not sure. Ritual Tribute. 6 mana. Draw a random god from the grave and put it back on the battlefield. It gains 2 and 2. Now, my question just on the wording of that, does it gain from 0/0 because it was dead? So it goes to 2 and 2 attack and health? Or does it gain 2 from what it currently has? So if it was Sobek and it was like 2 and 2, does it come back with 4 and 4? Or does it come back with 2 and 2 because that's what ritual tribute dictates? That I'm not sure about. Minion Recruiter. 4 mana. Summon a random minion from your opponent's deck to your battlefield. A random one, so that could be good or bad. Book of the Dead. 7 mana. Summon 3 random gods that have died this game to the battlefield. Holy shit. That card could instantly change a game. Alright, we got Neath. She's a ranged character, obviously. Deals 2 damage and roots enemies in a line. Oh, that could be good. Alright. Phantom Grasp, 8 mana. Take control of an enemy god or minion. Pretty solid. And Anubis. Ooh, Anubis is pretty powerful. 6 mana. Oh, sorry. We didn't talk about that. Neath was 4 and 4. I'm sure you saw it. Anubis. Ranged ability deals 3 damage to target area. Enemies still in target area at the end of their turn take an additional 3 damage. And he is 4 and 5. 4 damage, 5 health. Oh. And that is it for the Egyptian Pantheon. Pretty interesting. So just to get the understanding, when I go to the Greek Pantheon, at no point with anything I just read will I get any of those cards. It's part of the Egyptian deck, so that's the Egyptian deck. I can't get any of those cards in with my Greek cards. Pretty simple. Say, okay, Zeus is their leader. 1 attack, 18 life. He's a ranged character. His leader ability is spend 2 mana to draw a card. Okay, pretty simple. Argus, am I saying that right? I'm sure somebody will correct me if I'm not. It's a minion, 1 attack, 3 defense, ranged, divinity, draw a card. So you get to draw a card when you play him. That's pretty solid. 3 mana. Teleport, 1 mana. Teleport a friendly anywhere on the map. Cool. Another minion. Brute. 3 mana. 1 attack, 4 defense, and you have a taunt. Don't know what that means. We'll see, though. I'm sure we'll see it once I get playing. Deathbringer. 2 mana. Doubles the base attack damage of a friendly god or minion. That could be pretty solid. Divine Intervention, 3 mana. Draw 2 random gods from your deck. Marksman, 2 mana. 1 attack, 3 defense. Ranged, divinity, unit gains 1 damage. So you'll actually, just starting to even read the portions of the Greek cards, I feel like you're already going to be able to tell there are certain strategies based around each Pantheon. And I know that obviously makes sense. But once they release all the Pantheons, I'm sure, one will be good at, team fighting, per se. So, like right here, I already have, 3 or 4 minions. Whereas in the other one, it was, maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. I should probably play it before I start talking. Thanatos. 3 mana. He has 3 attack, 2 defense. Ability. Travels to any enemy god or minion with 3 or less health and executes them. That's pretty solid. That's pretty solid. I like that. I like Greek so far. Aphrodite, 4 mana, 2 attack, 4 defense. Ranged character. Ability. Chooses a friendly to link to. All damage dealt to the friendly is reduced by 1, and they heal for 1 at the end of the turn. Pretty solid. Sanctuary, 4 mana. Make a unit immune to damage. I should start pointing to what I'm reading. Make a unit immune to damage until the start of their next turn. Beacon of Hope. Put a random Greek god into the battlefield. Spartan, 4 mana. 4 mana on the last 2. 1 attack, 4 defense. Adjacent friendlies receive 1 less damage. So you can see, if you had, Spartans paired with the marksman, you would gain attack and defense for any of them around you. So it almost seems like this would be, a good team fighting oriented, I don't know what you'd call it. Deck? Sure, deck. Brontes. Minion. Gain 1 health. 4 attack, 3 defense, 4 mana. Hades. 5 mana, 2 attack, 6 defense. Ranged. Ability, fear all enemies in a target area. I'm not sure how fear affects the game. I'm assuming it's maybe a stun or it just pushes them away. We'll see. Medusa, 4 mana, 3 attack, 5... Am I saying defense? We'll say defense for now. Turn any damaged enemy god or minion into stone, executing them. Any damaged enemy. So if you have done any damaged... If you have done any damage to an enemy, you use that and it kills them. Okay. That's 2 executes on that team. Athena, 6 mana. 2 defense. 2 attack, 6 defense. Ability, teleport anywhere on the map and deal 1 damage to all adjacent enemies. So if you, let's say, went in with Thanatos, right? On a Odin and like a bunch of minions and a bunch of gods, you would execute one, and then if you teleported to Athena, see, you could develop some strategies. What I just said in my head probably isn't working. I'm already trying to do like Smite tactics, but whatever. Get it? Smite tactics. So it seems like Egyptian had a lot more cards available. So it seems like Egyptian has a lot more ability-based cards. Yeah, they have a lot more ability-based cards, but Greek has a lot more minions, like minion cards. There's at least like 3 or 4 different types of minions, 4 gods, and then a few abilities. Which brings us into Norse. Odin, the only melee character, so far at least as a leader in the Pantheon. And he has 1 attack, 20 life or defense. I don't know what I want to call it yet. I'm just going to keep calling it defense for now. So he's actually the strongest, which makes sense because he's the melee character. His ability, give a friendly +1 attack damage until the start of your next turn. So you'd have to use that, but we got it. Valhalla's Blessing, add a random Norse card into your hand from your deck. It costs 1 less. Okay. 1 mana, Backstab, deal 2 damage to the enemy leader. It's pretty solid. Cursed Hunters. Mana cost of 2. Ranged. Spawn an additional Cursed Hunter with 1 attack, 1 defense. So you get 2. Cursed Warrior. Spawn an additional Cursed Warrior. Same thing. 1 mana cost, though. 1 attack, 1 defense. Fate. 2 mana. Deal 2 damage to up to 2 random enemies. Okay? Mayhem. 1 mana. Randomly deal 1 damage for each god and minion you have on the field. Randomly deal 1 damage for each god and minion you have in the field. So if you had 5, it would deal 1 damage to 5 other random. Not sure how that one works yet. Soul. 2 attack, 2 defense, 2 mana. Ranged. Soul deals 3 damage to all enemies in a target area. So almost like her Stellar Burst. I should have gotten a drink. I didn't know I was going to be talking this much. Freya. Costs 3 mana, has 3 attack, 3 defense. Ability, banish an enemy god or minion until the start of your next turn. So I assume they're unable to attack for that turn, almost like a stun. Thor costs 4 mana, 2 attack, 5 defense. Thor gains 1 damage for every adjacent enemy that is around him until the start of his next turn. So obviously if you're on 3 or 4 people, your attack could be 5 or 6. All depends. Hasten Fatalis. Cost 3 mana. Give a friendly hastened. I think that means they just get to attack twice on that turn, but not move, I think. Frenzy. Costs 5 mana. All friendlies gain +2 damage this turn. God, I'm going to butcher this. I already butchered. 3 mana. Surtur. Sure. 1 attack, 3 defense. Aura, adjacent friendlies gain 1 damage. Loki, 5 cost of mana, 5 attack, 3 defense. Ambush, assassinate. Loki teleports to an enemy up to 3 tiles away, dealing 5 damage. Solid. Banish, cost 4 mana. Banish enemy gods and minions in that target area. Okay. Ymir, 5 cost of mana. Ability, Ymir stuns all enemies in a target area. 2 attack, 7 defense. So this is like it looks like a defense-oriented. Well, kind of. You have a lot of defense on this Pantheon, it seems like. And that was it. That was it for... So same thing, a decent amount of target damage in an area, a decent amount of target damage, and then a decent amount of minions, and a decent amount of gods. So, and then you get the neutral ones. These are cards that I guess can be added into any Pantheon's deck. We got Purification, doesn't cost anything. Remove all crowd control effects from a friendly unit. Sentry Ward, 1 mana, draw a card from your opponent's deck. Blink, 1 mana, move a friendly up to 2 spaces away. Sunder, 1 mana, deal 2 damage to an enemy god or minion. Fire Imp, 1 mana, Pardon, 2 attack, 1 defense. See, I don't know what all these Pardon and Ambush and things mean yet, but we'll figure it out. Thorns, 1 attack, Nope, sorry. My god, 1 mana. Increases a friendly god or minion's return damage by +2. So when you get attacked and you attack back, now their attack is increased by 2 for that turn. Fist of the Gods, 1 mana. Stun an enemy. Pretty simple. Basilisk, 2 mana. Has 2 attack, 3 defense. Basic attacks root enemies until the start of the next turn. Charge, 2 mana. Gives a friendly god or minion charge. Not sure what that means. Maybe you just move farther. Stirrups? Sure. 3 mana, has 3 attack, 2 defense, deals 1 bonus damage to minions. My god. Pardon, 2 mana, gives a friendly pardon. Don't know what that means yet. Temporal Beads, 3 mana, refresh all friendly god cooldowns. So I'm assuming, you know, how you have leader abilities and the gods have abilities. They obviously have cooldowns. Shell, 2 mana. All friendlies in target area receive 1 less damage until the start of the next round. Pretty self-explanatory. Stone of Gaia, 4 mana. Double a god or minion's health. So if you paired that, you doubled somebody's health and then use that sacrifice ability on like a Ymir who had 6. Double it, or add 4. Good God. Double his health to 12, and then do 12 damage on the enemy god. You see how you can start to do things like that? Elder Harpy. Cost 3 mana, 3 attack, 3 defense, and a pardon. Good God. I better not be getting sick. My voice doesn't usually do that. Fury. Looks like the Gold Fury. Almost. Cost 6 mana, has 6 attack, 4 defense. And Fire Giant. Cost 7 mana, 5 attack, 7 defense. Aura, all enemies gain 1 damage and 1 ability damage. So that does it. That brings it back to the entire deck. You guys have now seen what each and every card does with a tiny bit of a description of how they work. Granted, I haven't even played the game yet. I've just, you know, researched enough, watched enough of the very few videos there are to get a basic understanding. So if you guys check out the rest of my videos, there's going to be gameplay, strategies. I'm probably going to be playing this game quite a bit. So if you guys are enjoying this game, subscribe to the channel. You know, follow Smite Tactics. Follow MW Esports just because that's who I play for. I'm the one and only player for MW Esports in Smite Tactics. Haven't lost a single game yet. Not trying to brag, but, you know, it's kind of a big deal. And as always, guys, this is Chris from Most Wanted. I will catch you guys next video. Okay, bye.